这个菜好像真的要。
嗯，开始吧，开始吧，不玩了。标签价格
啊？
标签价格。
Today we have KFC. It's just 看都看不清，34，看都看不清，你看吗？
算了算了，
为什么看不清呢？
太近了。
哦，It's 34 RMB in China. So it's like 52 RMB, but we use a discount. It's 34 RMB in China, which is equivalent to like $5. So cheap. Let's see what we have. Chicken. A large chicken. This is a spicy one. Did you see the spices? This is also a spicy one. Hamburger. Another hamburger. So we have 2 hamburgers, 3 chicken, and also 2 cola. So we have 1 burger, chicken burger. So they have some vegetables and chicken in it. It's so cheap if you just buy a combo. We have 2 burgers, 2 colas, and 3 chicken chunks. It costs only $5. 噔噔。
这人效果不好，看不到这3个东西是什么东西。
看不到。
算了，关了。
别关了。
关了算了。效果肯定不好，刚才看这3个是什么呢？
I just have a huge bag. Can you see I have 1 chicken chunks? I don't know, maybe it's chicken breast or something. And another large one. It's spicy. This is the original recipe. And a cola. Hi, Fun for Life. I do not know. Yes, I speak English. I do not know whether the KFC in China is the same in the US. Did you see any difference? This is a Chinese hamburger. Chinese burger, sorry, with chicken in it and vegetables. It's so cheap. It's just $5. Maybe it's smaller in size compared with the American ones. Hi, Fun for Life. How are you? I love your nickname, Fun for Life. I'm doing great. It's dinner time in China. I just ordered a takeout. You know, can you believe it? You just spend $5. You got a delivery without the actual cost. Yes, it's really a satisfying food. Did you prefer KFC or McDonald's? Which is your favorite one? KFC is one of the most popular fast food chains in China. It's has much higher sales compared with McDonald's. Oh, you're not sure? Okay, you love McDonald's and KFC the same. Yeah, I cannot tell the difference between the two. I just maybe today I order KFC and tomorrow I order McDonald's. I just eat them like intermittently. Me too. I love food, all kinds of food. I also love cooking. I'm quite an open-minded people. I love to try all kinds of recipes. But I'm just limited to Chinese food. I did not try like Thai food or like the food or recipes from other countries. What's your time zone? Did you have your dinner or like a lunch, or it's morning time? Did you have your breakfast? Oh, it's 7 a.m. Wow, it's so early. I almost finished it. You are in Pennsylvania. Okay. It's still morning time. Oh, good morning. Mm-hmm.
你老是展示杯子，你展示那两个，我问一下。
Guess what we have left? One large chicken chunk. Yeah. So how to pronounce it correctly? I'm sorry if I just make the wrong pronunciation. It's a very huge chicken chunks. It's a spicy one and also a smaller one. We got 3 chicken chunks, 2 spicy ones, and these 2 are spicy, and one is just like the original recipe. Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Okay, I'll. Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. We are living in Pennsylvania. Thank you. I just checked my dictionary. I have a last bite. Thank you for teaching me how to pronounce it correctly. Oh, you are in your kitchen making breakfast. What do you have for your breakfast? Do you have beef or some hamburgers? I don't know whether you have burgers or milk or eggs. Okay. I almost finished my dinner. I have a very huge chicken chunk. Oh, a very huge one. I'm not sure whether I can finish this. It's way too huge. So you just have a burger, or did you have anything else? It's so huge, so I just put it into 2 chunks. Oh, I have oatmeal every morning. Because in the morning I'd like to have some water, and I do not want to eat things that is too dry, so I prefer to have oatmeal in the morning. Yeah, it's a weekend. I love weekends. But tomorrow is Monday. We still have to go back to work. And even today, my supervisor has assigned me a lot of tasks I need to finish. you don't have much on your hands, you okay. You don't usually make anything crazy. What do you mean by saying that? I always love to try crazy things, like making dishes that I have never tried before. Sometimes the taste is awful, but sometimes it's amazing. It turns out to be surprising. The spice is a little bit salty. I do not like food that is too salty. Okay, yes, for breakfast, me too. I do not like anything that is too fancy. I just like simple food for breakfast, for sure. But for like lunch and for Chinese people, lunch is the most important meal. So I would like to make it more like nutritious, more delicate. I do not know whether dinner is your most important meal for a day, or it is still lunch that matters the most. For breakfast, first, I also like to just eat something simple, nutritious like oatmeal. Sometimes I will put some milk into the oats when I boil it, or just put boiled water into the oats and then boil it once again. They have some like instant oats, and also the oats that needs to be boiled. Well, you have so many ingredients in your oatmeal: strawberries, blueberries, and peach. I have some nuts like I don't know how to say it in English. Peanuts, all kinds of mixture of nuts as well. That's very nutritious. Also, because breakfast time is so limited, I do not want to spend too much time on making breakfast. As you see, time is precious, and I need to like work. It feels so good to work throughout the morning. Are you a morning person or a night person? Do you stay up late? Okay, you like fruit, so oatmeal with fruit. That's a good choice. I love fruit. I love all kinds of nuts. I'll check the English. Peanuts and I'll check it immediately. Let me see. Peanuts, raisin. Yeah, raisin, and and cashew nuts. I'm not sure whether that is the correct translation. Oh, you are a night person, but you have to wake up at 6 a.m. That's so early. So when is the time that you usually go to bed? For me, I usually go to bed at 12 o'clock, or sometimes I stay up until like 1 a.m. 1 a.m. And sometimes, because I'm writing like academic papers, I have a lot of thoughts I need to write down, and you feel kind of impulse to write all of them. So I will stay up late. I'm afraid when I go to bed too early, and the next day I will forget all what I have think about. Oh, you can, yeah, You love cashews. Okay. Are you kidding me? You are going to bed like 4 a.m. But how can you wake up and 6:30? That's amazing. You just need 2 hours, less than 2 hours per day. This one is too salty. They added too much salt in it. I do not like it. But I finished my chicken burger. How can you do that? You just sleep like 2 hours and a half. That's amazing. You really amaze me. I have never just stay up late like you. Okay. Still have my cola. Okay. You are really a light person. I have never met anyone who go to bed like 4 a.m. and then wake up 2.5 hours later. That's amazing, really. You amaze me. So are you just are you working until 4 a.m. or you just used to go to bed at that time? It seems you are much richer than most people because people always say those who, I do not know whether you have a saying, because in China we have a saying that goes like, if you own so much time, you are then rich. Oh, you can never sleep. You just can never sleep. Wow, so cool. You take melatonin to try to sleep, but still can't. You know, one of my friend also take a melatonin to try to sleep, and she thinks it's quite useful. So why can't you sleep? Or did you just not use the right amount? Or maybe you should have more exercise. I think every time when I have exercise, I just sleep quite good. You and I would I do not. I'm not a fan. I'm not very fancy about exercising. I do not exercise too much. For me, I exercise 3 times each week, and for each time I like exercise 30 minutes. I think this is the amount that I can accept. Oh, you do enough workouts, but why can't you sleep? Are you thinking about anything, or I just want to seizing the time to invent something, or but still can't sleep? Maybe that's a gift for you. You have such a gift to work for a long time. Oh, it seems the melatonin still works, but it does not it only does little work. It does not totally change your sleeping situation. Oh, let me tell you that when I when I'm an undergraduate student, I can sleep everywhere, you know, on subways, on like on bus. Every time when I feel tired, I can sleep. But when I went to the postgraduate study, I cannot sleep like you. I cannot sleep anymore. I do not know why. Maybe it's because the pressure. I do not know whether you have any like peer pressure or the pressure from your parents, the pressure from the outside the society. You know, we have all kinds of pressures we have to face and we have to cope with. Sometimes it's from our inner self, but sometimes it's the injection from the outside. Okay, I'm not gonna finish this chicken chunks. It's too salty. I'm gonna waste some food. Just forgive me. Okay, you go to school and you are gymnast. I know sometimes I know the word, but I do not know how to gymnast. Just say gymnast. Yeah, gymnast. Sometimes I know the word, but I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. Gymnast. Okay. You go to school and you are a gymnast who has been doing it for 5 years. Wow, you have something that you are just sticking to. That's so cool. You know, once in a while when I was on an interview, the interviewer asked me a question: is there anything that you can continue doing for a long time? Is there anything that you insist on doing for a long time? And you know, at that time I do not have any hobby that I can insist on for such a long time. My answer is I insist on reciting English vocabularies. You know, that's a nightmare for every Chinese students. We need to recite a lot of vocabularies because in our high school, every morning our English teacher will just read the vocabularies and we will just do a verbatim. We will just write it down. Oh, you have been doing softball for 5 years. Wow. That's really something you should insist on doing. I think it's so fancy if you can find your hobby and just keep it throughout your life. It's just like a companion with you. I don't know whether you have such kind of feeling. This habit or this hobby has accompanied you for a long time period, and you feel so safe. Sometimes you have like an old friend. Okay, you are pretty athletic. Great. Exercising, they say that it can make you feel happy. And I do not know whether it's true. They say students who major in like PE or anything like that is happier than students in other majors. Okay, and after finish the meal, I think I should have something to do. 糟糕，我练字了。糟糕，我练字了。Do you know what's this? This is a Chinese character. Another nightmare for every Chinese student. Although I'm not a student now, for now, but I still just trying to make my handwriting looks better. Although almost everyone use like computers to finish your work, but I think handwriting is still very important. For example, if there's a contract, you need to sign your name. You need handwriting. You need to write it right. You cannot just type it. They need your handwriting, your signature. But sometimes I saw people, I see some Chinese people, you know, it's very interesting thing is that they cannot write very well, but the only thing they can write very well is their name. They just ask, they just paid someone to design a signature for them, and they practice writing that signature, and it's written very well. Oh, you know Spanish and English. Oh, the only Spanish word I know is español. I do not know whether I'm pronouncing it correctly, but that's the only word I can say in Spanish. I know some English, and I know some Japanese. Arigatou gozaimasu, which is the Japanese way of nice to meet you. And I'm learning Hebrew. Why I'm learning Hebrew, I do not know. I just want to understand the Bible. I think learning Hebrew is a good start. Are you born knowing Spanish and English, or are you just learning Spanish or English later? Are you bilingual? Which one is your first language, Spanish or English? Spanish. I was born speaking English, and myself 8. Learn Spanish. You learn it by yourself. Why do you love to learning Spanish? It's because you are located in Spain or nearby, or you just learn it for your own interest. You know, many Chinese people, they learn English since primary school, normally in like grade 3. They start learning English, and they learn 3 years for primary school, and 3 years for secondary school, and 3 years for high school, and then continue learning English for 3 or 4 years in college as an undergraduate student. English is everywhere. And the reason why people are learning English in China is because we have a college entrance examination, which is called the Gaokao in Chinese. And English is an essential part of Gaokao. Oh, your aunt is a Mexican. Okay, so in Mexican, people speak Spanish, right? Thank you. Of course, you can teach me a phrase in Spanish, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether I can just say it correctly. I will try. What is the word that you want to teach me? So if you can speak Spanish, you can have a better communication with your aunt. That's for sure. And in my class, you know, I'm learning Hebrew. I just want to know some basic about Hebrew, and a lot of my classmates say that the reason why they want to learn Hebrew is because their family members are there, or they have family members located in that place, or they want to move to Israel. I do not know whether they want to move to Israel. I do not have any hola. Oh, hola. I think I know hola. Also, I heard people saying hola or something like that. Hola, yo hablas español. Hola, ni hao. Hello. Hola means hello, right? And yo hablas español. Español. Okay. I understand each alphabet, but I do not know how to click them together. Sorry, I don't know how to click them together. Hola. Hola to all friends from Spain. Hola. Hola. Yo hablas. Hablas. Hablas or hablas? Hola to all friends from Spain.
Hola, yo hablas.
Okay, thank you. Hola, you hablas. I speak Spanish. Great. It's a great way to say that. Oh, another interesting thing is that when I'm learning, like yesterday or last Thursday, I guess. Yeah, last Thursday, and is the first Hebrew class, and I saw that more than half of my classmates are are people are older people. They're much older. It's like a mixture of class with like a newly admitted students and students who have already enrolled, and also students from outside of the campus who have already retired or semi-retired. That's really amazing. It's a mixture of all kinds of students, a lot of diversity. Okay, I'm gonna write this. Oh, I choose the wrong pen. I will change one. Oh, I think that's the right one. Let me just try. Yes. That's it. It's the correct one. Oh. So you can just switch very fastly, switch very fluently between English and Spanish. So you do not have any language barriers in switching between the two languages. I think since you've learned Japanese for you've learned Spanish for since you were 8. It's almost like your mother tongue, right? Love. The Chinese character are just like a square that many strokes and squares. It looks so tidy. It's because Chinese people love order. They love everything that is that is in a good order. We have also different style of writing, and today the characters I'm writing is just one kind of writing. Just like you have Times New Roman, Calibra, this kind of different types of typing styles. They're quite the same. I think I also know some Portuguese, or I'm not sure because I learned just in a random case. It's like a oi to the band. I do not know what what I mean. Maybe it's just hello or something. So for each Chinese character, you just write them in an order. For example, the lines, they are in an order. You should write it like this is the uh, first right, second, third, like this one. You may also write it in any way, in whatever way that you like, as long as it looks good in the end. But when we are like in primary school, our teacher will always uh, ask us to write it in the order. Each line appears in an order. Like you always write the left side and then move to the right side, from the upper one to the downside. If you can speak more languages, you will definitely have more opportunities. You will also have a better understanding of the world. But for most Chinese people, they only know Chinese and English. That's not enough. Many of my classmates from the Europe, they know a lot of languages, at least 2 languages, and plus a third language. Perhaps because the countries in the Europe are closely, quite close with each other geographically, so they can easily pick up another language. For China, we also have a lot of dialect. I can also understand the dialect of my neighboring provinces, but I cannot understand the dialect from the provinces that is much far away from where I have been located. But most Chinese people speak Mandarin, except for the older generations. Some older people, they refuse to speak Mandarin. Even when I was a primary school student, I did not speak Mandarin, the Chinese Mandarin. I just speak my dialect, because everyone in school is speaking the local dialect. But when I go to college, because college is quite inclusive, it has students coming from different regions, then I started to speak Chinese Mandarin. I do not know whether you are the same. Maybe you are not the same because you all speak English. English is an international language. It's a common language to some extent. So Chinese characters is quite symbolic. For example, can you see this one? I think this is one of the simplest word in this poem. You know, I'm actually writing a poem. This means people. We just use 2 lines to mean people. So simple. You write this way. I do not know whether you can see it clearly. Yes, this one. It simply means people. So simple, right? The reason why it is written this way is because you cannot be a person if you are just alone. You need 2 people to support each other. So Chinese people focuses on solidarity. It can also be shown in the character, in the Chinese character. You have 2 people to compose a complete soul. Chinese poem also focus on the rhythm, the prosody, etc. But you can see each line has a fixed amount of characters, the rhythm and the goes follows certain types of rhythm depending on the centuries, depending on the depending on the times in the history, because in each phase of history they have different requirements for the poem. Sometimes it requires 5 characters for each line. Sometimes it requires, like today, it's 5 characters. It requires 7 characters. I'm not sure whether it's the same for English poem. I do not read too many English poems, but based on my understanding, I think English poem does not have a requirement for the number of characters or the number of words. To be or not to be, that's a question. I only remember the beginning of the poem. That's what I learned when I was still an undergraduate student. I learned it in the English literature courses. I hate English literature, to be honest, because it's too difficult for me to understand. A lot of students failed in that courses. And also we have the poem that reads like, shall I compare you to a blah blah of summer? I forgot everything once I graduated. Can you see the 2 characters are looks quite similar for this one and this one. They're actually in different direction. One is right, the left side is much shorter and the longer side, and this one is the left side is like this one. This means enter, this means people. A totally different word, but for anyone who do not know Chinese, it's very easy to mixing them up. I think it's really a very amazing process because, when we were born, and then we just pick up the language naturally. We have enough input from our parents, grandparents, friends, and or people around us, and then we gradually pick up speaking a certain language. That's really a fascinating process. How can human be so smart to learn the language by its own? I just give the punctuation. I do not like to write it punctuation. I think I have finished writing this page. So cute, it has an image here. And this poem is from this poet. Like it says 712 BC. Sorry, not BC, AC. I cannot tell the two. I just have a quick check. This should say AD. I hope I did not misguide you. A lot of poem and poets, but I will just finish here. I do not want to continue writing. Oh, it leave me a blank page where I can just practice without imitate the characters. That's so hard. I will just try to write one. Okay. Just write. Maybe I just should write one character and then compare. And then compare when I finished writing the whole pages. Just write it randomly. Okay. Again, you can see there are 4 blocks. 4 blocks here. So with these blocks, you know where to put your characters. Normally, I will not write it like a stroke by stroke. That's too slow. People normally write it. More handwriting one is like this one. Like the same character, but write in a much faster way. Like if you write English, it's like sometimes people write things like rain. Or, you know, when I was a high school student, my teacher always asked me to write it like 1 letter. I forgot how I write the characters. I write much well when I was still a high school student, but you know, later on when you go to work, you just write it much faster. Okay, I think that's all. I have finished writing. See you next time. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Bye.